Hello and welcome back to Dragonfire Designs. With the excitement of the new Wonder Woman film hitting theaters this weekend, I decided to dedicate today's episode to making a resin cast Wonder Woman tiara. Let's begin. Now what you see here is a silicone mold that I made after I had produced a styrene master where I had laid out the design of the tiara flat, put mold walls around that, and then poured silicone. And then now I have a flexible silicone mold which we'll be pouring resin into. Before we do that, we're going to use some mold release. Always make sure you have mold release when you're casting. Otherwise, you could end up with some real issues removing your finished piece. So we're going to go ahead and fill our mixing cups with equal parts urethane resin. We'll mix those and pour those. I've already measured out equal parts of A and B of the resin. Combine those into a mixing cup. And we are going to thoroughly mix. I'll do this rather quickly because this does set up fairly fast. And make sure that there's no cloudiness. Everything is evenly mixed, scraping the sides and the bottom. Now we can go ahead and pour. Now here you can see the resin is starting to cure, and you can watch as it hardens in clouds, and it'll become sort of an off-white opaque color. And when it's mostly cured but still pliable, we're going to remove it from the mold and we're going to shape it like the tiara. And here you can see it's starting to cure completely. Still a little translucent in the thinner areas, but we're getting close. Okay, we're about to take it out, and as you can see the resin is still flexible, so this is the time where I want to remove it gently from the mold, and then we can shape it. Kind of like peeling a fruit roll-up. There's the piece there. All I'm doing here is using the curve from this half round that I've got so that it's nice and clean. And we're going to let that sit until it fully cures. And the great thing about this resin is that it is still slightly heat malleable, so if I need to make it a little wider or a little narrower for a person's head, I can just take a heat gun, warm it up, and reshape it gently. But what will happen is I'm going to let this sit for probably a good hour, hour and a half, wash it to make sure that we remove all of the resin, or not the resin, I'm sorry, the mold release, and then we'll go ahead and paint it up.